Hi there, I'm Muhammad Ashur, a software engineer and AI master's student, and also I'm a machine learning and deep learning enthusiast. In this video, I will show you some tricks that I believe it will help you to write better code in Python. Let's get started. The first trick is pretty simple and straightforward. It helps you to build a list with any size and default values in just an instance. The trick goes, or you can say it's just a way to build a list. If you want to build a list with fixed size, so you just need to define the size. You can put it here and multiply the default value you want, put it in a list, and multiply it by the size. This trick can be done also in just nested loop or multi. You can repeat multiple elements in the same list, and it's just simple and straightforward. You can run this and see. It's just a equals to number of zeros. It's 500 zeros, and a will go like this. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and effective. The second trick is just swapping elements. It can be done by the normal way using a temp variable, but in Python you don't need a temp value. You just say x and y, x comma y equals y comma x, and then here you got it. Let's see how it works. Here x and y was 1 and 2, and now x and y is 2 and 1. This trick can be very helpful in many situations. In this example, I just need to swap the second element in every list here by the corresponding one. You can it can be described as you want to resort it in the reverse way. So I want A5, B4, C3, D2, E1. This can be done by using swapping. I am here swapping A of index I by A of index len minus 1. This is the last index minus I. So 0 will be swapped by 4 and 2 will be swapped by 3. It's 0 here. This index it have index 1. I'm sorry. Index 1 will be swapped by index 3 and so on. Here you need only to go through the half of the list, not all the list, and then you got it. Let's see. Oh, index is less than the index is out of range. Yeah, len of I and len minus 1 minus I of 1, len minus 1 minus I of 1, and I think I need here. There's something I missed. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Here A L L, and this here you have it. That trick number 3. When it helps in this trick, you can build functions that have multiple number and flexible number of arguments. You can put 3 arguments, 4 arguments, 5 arguments, what you want to put there, and it will work. This trick is based on a concept called packing and unpacking. It's simple. It just converts the elements into a list, so you can go through it. So here arguments before it is a star. It's just packing these arguments in one list. So here I'm checking if there's argument and start to adding all of them. So you put here any number of arguments and just sum these arguments and return the result. And here you can put the 5 number of arguments, and or you can put more than or less than. It's how it works. Also, you can put a key value argument using kwargs. So it's very normal and very well known terminology in Python. It's args and kwargs, but some people don't know about them. So I thought it would be nice if I mentioned them here. Let's print this, and it just works fine. Okay, let's go to the fourth trick. The fourth trick is just based on the third trick. It's list slicing and using unpacking and packing. So here, if we have a list like this and we want to put the first element in a variable and the rest of the elements in another variable, we can do it very easily using star argument. You just say x and rest equal ls, and then you will have x will have 1 and the rest will have 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's run this, and here you see I also can make it in reverse order. Here can make x to the last element, and the rest of elements is the first 4 elements, and it works fine. Going to the fifth trick, it's pretty straightforward and simple. The fifth trick helps you to know the path of any library you use. If you have a library like OS, you want to know what path of this library in your computer or your machine, you just print this library, and it will help and will tell you where it locates. The sixth trick here is very helpful, to be honest. It's knowing the most frequent item in a list. You just have a list like this, and you want which element is the most frequent element in this list. You can do it by using for loop and counters, and you can do it in much simpler way as it's here. Here I'm using max function, and I'm telling the max function what elements I want to count. I'm putting it in a set to so I can just get the unique elements, not the repetitive ones, and I'm counting every one from this list and getting the max of them. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and here I'm having 1. The 1 is the most frequent item in this list. The seventh and the last trick here is knowing the size of any variable. You can know the size of any variable you use by just using the get size of from the sys module. You just print the get size of, and you know what the size of this variable. Here I have 28 byte. The size here is returned in bytes. And here we reach the end of this video. If you know any other tricks, you can share it in the comment section. I will appreciate this. If you have any questions, I'm open to any questions. Just hit the comment button and write what you want. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.